Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into global market expansion. Yeah, it's a huge topic, right?
Hmm.
Not just about finding more customers, but really navigating some tricky international waters to, well, unlock growth. We're pulling insights from excerpts of Global Market Expansion, a strategic guide to help map things out.
That's right. And our mission today really is to pull out the core strategies you need to successfully break into those new international markets. Think of this as a shortcut to understanding what it genuinely takes. Practical steps for anyone looking to grow beyond their home borders.
Okay, let's jump in. The guide kicks off with research demand. Now, a lot of businesses kind of assume their product will work anywhere. Why is that such a risky assumption? And what's maybe an early warning sign people miss?
Yeah, that's a classic pitfall. It's fascinating how many companies stumble because they assume global demand just mirrors what they see at home. It's less about what you want to sell and much more about what international customers actually, need or value. A common red flag. Relying on really superficial data like, take some emerging markets. You might see low overall pet ownership numbers, but then find luxury pet food is, believe it or not, booming. That niche is driven by, say, rising incomes in certain groups and changing attitudes towards pets. That's the kind of aha moment you only get from deep localized research. You have to look at actual consumer behavior.
Right, digging deeper than just the surface numbers. And that leads perfectly into the next point, where it gets really interesting. Understand local culture. This sounds like it's way more than just, translating your website copy.
Oh, absolutely. Miles beyond that. It's about customs, values, unspoken rules, even how people communicate nonverbally. Think about Procter& and Gamble. They famously had trouble in Japan initially. Their detergent ads showed a mom thrilled about super white clothes, but culturally, that inadvertently suggested Japanese moms weren't doing laundry properly.
Ouch.
Exactly. A huge misstep. It built distrust, not desire. So it shows how cultural nuance can literally make or break your entry. A sales pitch that works great in one place might just come across as rude or pushy somewhere else.
Okay, so you've done the research, you've nailed the cultural fit.
Mhm.
How do you actually reach those potential customers efficiently across borders?
That brings us to leverage digital marketing, which sounds straightforward, but I guess it's more complex in practice. It really is. Digital tools offer, incredibly efficient, scalable ways to connect, but it's not just about translating keywords for SEO. You have to understand which platforms dominate locally. Facebook might be good globally, but in China, it's all about WeChat. In Japan, maybe Line is key.
Right.
Plus, you've got things like geo-targeting, but then you have to layer on data privacy laws like GDPR in Europe. That totally changes how you can collect and use customer data. So it's about running smart, compliant, and very targeted campaigns, not just a blanket approach.
Makes sense. But even with great digital marketing, breaking into a new market, you're the outsider. How do you build trust and, well, avoid costly mistakes?
Hmm.
The guide really emphasizes this. Partner locally.
Yeah, and that addresses a key question. How do you build credibility when nobody knows you? Local partnerships are just invaluable. They offer market entry speed, immediate credibility, and help you navigate unfamiliar business landscapes. I like to think of it like building a bridge. You need strong foundations on both sides.
Mhm.
These partners bring that local expertise, the networks, the understanding of how things really work on the ground, stuff you just can't get from thousands of miles away. Honestly, they can be the difference between success and, well, a very expensive failure.
Okay, final piece of the puzzle according to the guide. Adapt logistics.
Hmm.
So you've made the sale, you have a customer on the other side of the planet. How do you ensure they actually get the product smoothly and get support?
Right. This is absolutely where the rubber meets the road. You have to get this right. Robust logistics and really good customer support are critical. It's not optional if you want to sustain growth. It's more than just shipping. It's navigating customs, which can be incredibly complex. It's managing that last mile delivery, which varies hugely by region. And even handling returns efficiently reverse logistics. If customers can't reliably get your product or get help, all that earlier strategic work is wasted.
Yeah, it all falls apart.
Exactly. You have to deliver on the promise consistently to build that global success story.
So let's quickly recap the core strategies we've pulled out. We started with research demand, really understanding the need. Then understand local culture, vital for connection. After that, leverage digital marketing smartly, followed by the crucial step of partner locally for trust and access. And finally, adapt logistics to actually deliver. Keeping these interconnected strategies in mind seems key for growing that global customer base.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating here, when you step back, global expansion isn't just about scale, about reaching more people. It's fundamentally about continuous learning. It forces you to adapt constantly to this ever-evolving world, which I think raises a really important question for you listening. In a market that never ever stops shifting, how will you build in the agility to keep learning and adapting?